Right.
We haven't.
Absolutely brilliant.
We haven't actually started.
It's just practice.
Well,
Except
it's brilliant. And if we keep all this up, there's TNS, very, very popular radio station, and they've worked very hard, and Scottish Sovereigns, and it's nice to see something coming out of England, and we need more.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah. I charge £2.50 for questions, Max.
That was the question. Well, thank you for that, Max. The answer is
cheers,
yes.
No, my answer is £2.50. Of course you can, Max.
What is sovereign?
It's a body of authority, and body is legally defined as a fiction.
Or a cheap coin made out of gold.
Yeah, indivisible, right? It's got two sides. It's going to have a nice side and a bad side, maybe a good and a bad and an evil or whatever the heck we want to talk about. But the thing is, it's indivisible, right? It's one. Like the queen can't be sovereign because I can saw her in half 100 times if I wanted to. In half and half and half.
The coin has more than two sides.
Yes, but a worm...
a minute, Paul.
Yeah.
But can you tell me that's a claim?
The audio recording.
I want to see proof of claim
Hang
now.
on a minute, Prajna. Go on, Jim.
How do I stop the audio recording?
Okay, I'll do it. Carry on, Prajna.
The audio.
You made a claim you could cut HM the Q.
No, I'm just talking about worms.
And then she would not be sovereign anymore. I would like to see proof of claim.
Well, she'd be two sovereigns then. She'd be two sovereigns after that. She'd be like two worms after I cut one in half, as long as she's got two hearts on those other sides.
Two demi-sovereigns or something.
wasn't the Crown's authority surrendered to the government, and the government's authority now has been superseded by the people because they no longer serve the people.
No, the Queen acted as sovereign. She has two parts, two roles, and when she signed acts in, she abdicated. And that's right at the beginning, because you know when you look at the coronation and you see her sign the book, well, she signs the book at the top.
With what name?
Anything underneath the signature doesn't count.
What is a signature?
Here's the point of it is what is sovereign. You want to know what a sovereign is?
I'm not a sovereign.
What?
Tell us.
I want to know what that I thought you wanted to know.
Yeah, I do. I want to know what a sovereign is. I'm not claiming to be one. I couldn't.
Could a sovereign be an illusion? Wait a minute. Could a sovereign be an illusion just like people believe they have rights?
Yes.
Yes, and I would say, verily, it is a curse.
Well, claiming it, yeah. You want to claim something, it owns you. It's a curse.
Verily mean?
That's what
truthfully.
Verily mean?
Truthfully.
If that's true, then why go around claiming anything?
Exactly.
Actually, to be a sovereign, as far as I understand it, and the people that live as sovereigns, they feel it, and it's a way of it's a way of expressing their feeling to others. It's not a way of anything
Typing.
to others.
Do they feel pain though? Ever?
Sorry?
Do they feel pain? So maybe in a moment they could be considered sovereign. In the moment, I'm not divided, but later
just means that you are your own. You're not part of this MAME, or you're not part of the things. You are a sovereign entity. You are separate from it, and can separate from it. You're from the fiction. You know what I mean?
If that's the way they believe it, then what's keeping them from going out and finding a planet of their own?
The Van Allen belt and the nature that outer space is not space; it's water.
And we can't live on other planets.
That's
well,
right.
then how can you be a sovereign then?
Because you can't. It's just an illusion.
The sovereign, if you think sovereign's like a queen or whatever, I mean, the queen is a queen. That's a royal line. That's nothing to do with sovereignty.
It's just a name.
But
Could it
sovereignty is your status in a way. Place for the status that is given to you in the fiction world.
In the
what
moment.
we've experienced as kings and queens so far have been rulers under the name of kings.
Yeah, let's do is ask one question. Who am I?
Good question.
All the sovereign stuff. Just ask, who am I? Answer that.
Know thyself.
Answer that, you don't have any questions about whether you're sovereign or anything.
Well, the thing of it is, what's a queen unless people believe she's a queen?
It's just a name. And names don't hurt things, but they're
It's
curses.
their beliefs. They believe all kinds of shit.
Well, good.
These names do hurt people. We started this conversation on magic of words, and words are the most powerful things we have. We've got millions of people protesting about bullshit all over the world, but if they wrote a couple of letters with some words, they actually would be much more powerful.
Literally,
And they
just
could
two.
actually-
No, what's more powerful than words? Are we losing?
The sword of truth, a double-edged sword of truth. When something's not personal, then there's nothing wrong with words because it's only truth. And what you're doing is spewing it, and it needs spewing. We got to fix this.
The thing of it is, it's the intent of the one saying the words. It's the intent of the one swinging the sword. That's what's key.
Yeah.
If you're doing it with love, you ask me, it's called impenetrable. It's always going to
Batman,
work.
you're spot on with intent. You're spot on with intent. That is exactly what all this is about. It's not words, it's not the meaning, it's the intent behind it.
Would you guys
Oh, no,
mind?
someone's gone.
Would you guys mind if I called love Jesus? Would that bother you?
What about him? You ever meet him?
Go for it, man.
No, I just know he's an all capital letter name, and I'd rather use the word Jesus instead of
Dawn.
love.
Is Dawn gone?
She's going.
Good night, Dawn. Hardly ever get to speak to you in these chats.
She's dropped her audio now.
She's gone.
Go for it, Max.
I'll get back to her, guys.
Yeah.
I
So
can't even remember what I was saying. I just can't stop thinking about unicorns being rhinoceroses.
I love how you went unicorn, rhinoceros, phallic symbol.
Is that
Sonic, you've got to start away from paedophilia. The focus of thought is there, but that's a manufactured thought. That's not your true intention to have that focus.
No, you're right. I'm actually not thinking. I'm just letting the words flow. In fact, yes, I am thinking.
Yeah, but your words have power.
They do?
Yours do, yes.
Whose words?
Yours.
Who am I?
Yes.
I'm not a number. I'm not an I. I'm not.
You were the one who was now hiding behind the words you just spoke when I pointed that out. You're the one who was hiding behind your own words.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, sure, why not? Oh, I'm cool with that. But this isn't me, right? This is just an image. It's a picture. It's not me. Can't be
You
me.
are creating the present in the moment that is using those thoughts right now. You are creating that intention right in this moment, which is being transmitted as thoughts.
As a beheaded graven image.
Coming out as words.
Are you gravening me?
No.
Good.
I'm repeating you.
That's right.
Mirroring you.
Thank you, Reflector.
Recognizing that we are one and the same.
You are absolutely gorgeous.
I love you too.
I love you, man. That's what it's all about.
I know.
Good.
Rocking, innit? But you're fast, man, so I'll give you that.
Oh, I'm trying. It's only because...
Don't settle in it. Grind it. Feel it. Become it.
Bear witness.
Sometimes it's uncomfortable. But you won't have an issue there.
I have a rule.
Good, Rob.
I ask people when they get stressed out to just simply raise their finger and then I'm out. Instead of doing this and cursing me with the diagonal line over a circle, like if you're going to do it like this. Ah, I'm an X-Man. No, instead just raise your finger and we can all be gentlemen. That's why they sunk the Titanic, right? Because those people knew what was going on.
I cry.
Good.
That's how I do it. And then barbecue. Somebody asked me, what are we going to do about all the reptilians? You know, it was in the big David Icke flare. And he responded, barbecue. I tend to agree.
I don't like the taste of snake personally.
Wait a minute.
Well, the flame.
Wait a minute. How many
Hang on,
reptilians?
Batman. Hang on.
We got a joke.
Just so whoa, that one. Whoa,
I don't know.
don't work.
I want to know something. How many reptilians have you actually met?
Who, me?
One. Batman.
The one wants to barbecue them.